What is up, everybody? Today I want to talk about maximizing your metabolism. And real quick, what your metabolism even is. So, when we're talking about your metabolism, we're talking about energy, calories. So, the conversion of calories into energy and the unit of measurement and all that good stuff. But, real basically, your body takes four parts to burn calories throughout the day. One is just being alive, like your digestive system, blood flow, your muscle contractions, all that good stuff, just by being alive. It's called your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. That's just a basic amount of calories it takes just for if you would wake up, lay in bed all day, not move, not do anything. So that number is based off of your age, your height, your weight, all that good stuff. And we can manipulate that a little bit, but real basically, it's impossible to know exactly what your BMR is. We can get a pretty close range based off calculations, but it can change based on how stressed you are and other things. Your number two thing is your thermal effect of feeding. So just know that you burn calories by digesting food, proteins, carbs, fats. That when it goes in, your body doesn't just magically absorb it. It has to take energy to break down those chemical bonds so your body can absorb it. That is also a little harder to calculate because you're not inside your body. We can't find out exactly how many calories it takes to digest one bite of steak. But just know that protein is going to take a little bit more calories to break down than fats and carbs. About 25 to 35% energy of comes from your food to break down proteins, and then carbs and fats are somewhere between 5 and 10%. So after you have your basal metabolic rate, your thermal effective feeding, you have your exercise activity. So if you go and exercise and you spend an hour in the gym doing whatever and you burn 500 calories, well, that's another thing that comes into play. It's hard to quantify exactly because your body does change. It gets more efficient. So the amount of calories it takes, say, day one of boot camp is going to be different than day 51 of boot camp. Again, we have wearable devices. They get pretty accurate, but they still have a 10 to 20% error. Even the wearables around your chest are going to not be 100% accurate, and it's only during the time that you wear it. So if you forget it or anything like that, that's a little hard to quantify as well. So basal metabolic rate, thermal effective feeding, and we have the exercise activity. The fourth one is my favorite, is your it is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So just know when you wake up, I said your BMR is when your body's just staying alive while it's staying in bed. Well, your non-exercise is everything else. So you're moving around, you're lifting things, you're walking around office, walking around your home, cleaning, cooking, doing yard work outside, going for walks. This is also impossible to quantify. We can't put a number to it because it is so different from everybody and your intensity level and how efficient your heart is. Just know that we want to increase our NEAT as much as possible because that's going to have the muscle sparing effects cardio that you want. So you want to be able to keep your muscle because if you keep your muscle, that's going to ramp up that metabolism. And we want to increase your steps throughout the day. So steps is pretty much the closest one we have. So in real basics, I like to have people get to about 10,000 steps per day, and that's a way we can justify never adding more body weight while we increase your calories throughout the day. My favorite way to increase your BMR would be to have more functional tissue. Functional tissue, simple put, muscle. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn throughout the day just by being alive. So me, I'm a 200-pound male. I'm 32 years old and I'm about 5'9". So when I get that calculation, my BMR estimates me about 2,000 calories a day. Well, my exercise activity, I try to work out every day. That's around 300. My non-exercise activity is somewhere, between 1,000 or 500 and 1,000 calories a day. I can't know that 100%. And then my thermal effective feeding, I'm never going to know. So what I do is I take an intensity factor of how stressed I am based off my workouts and whatnot, and I multiply it by my BMR. I got me around 27 to 2,800 calories a day. So if I eat 27 to 2,800, I'm at maintenance. If I go higher than that, I'm at a surplus. If I drop it below that, I'm at a deficit. And then it's as simple as that. But just know the more muscle you have, the more functional tissue you have, the more your metabolism is going to get ramped up. The more you're eating high protein diets, the more your metabolism get ramped up without you even thinking about it, and the more satiated you're going to be from your food. And then increasing your non-exercise activity throughout the day will also burn more calories more efficiently and keep the muscle that you're trying to preserve anyway. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, reach out. I'm available all the time, text, email, Facebook, or Instagram. 5 minutes is up, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.